Hello Sagittarius, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Sagittarius for the week of August 22nd. Now do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Let's go and get one more shuffle in here. I do hope you're doing well, Sagittarius. Hope things are going good for you. All right, that's much better. Now we are using the Tarot Muka as well as the Kipper Oracle deck. There are links to all of these decks in the description below if you'd like to pick them up for yourself. Make sure we're all set up here and in view, and then we'll get right into it. All right. Go and put this up here, and then I'll also take couple of these. Oh, looks like we have 4 of these Kipper cards. So Sagittarius, right now, definitely like what I'm seeing here. It looks like you're kind of doing some trailblazing here, is what I feel like saying. And I think that there's this really big situation that you have sort of, I feel like you've gone through some sort of transition here in the past. There's been a situation that was a little bit murky. There have been some choppy waters in the past. There have been some opaque situations. The water was not clear, okay? There was something in your life here that was not clear, and you're now getting extreme clarity on wherever you want to go here in the future. I'm being really drawn here towards, if you take a look at these 2 cards in the past, it's sort of darker colors, right? Like, I feel like you were in the dark on something. Okay, there was something that just you couldn't see here. But if you take a look, these cards progressing, very bright energy, like sun, you know, oranges, yellows, you know, reds, like energies that are bright, is what I feel like is coming in for you here in the future. So let's dive into that some more. But in the overall situation, you do have this Chariot card, which is about overcoming some type of external obstacle. This person is driving away from the city here in the past. This represents you, being a trailblazer, going down different pathways in your life, going to somewhere new. Presumably there was some type of battle or some sort of grievance or some type of shadow here in the city for this person, and they have walked away from that. They have decided to charge forward in the face of challenge, in the face of difficulty, or what have you. They've gotten in their chariot and they've overcome that obstacle. And this is also the idea of as above, so below, and which is all about like this. There is this in this reading, there's this idea of things sort of working out as they are supposed to work out, not only because you have the Chariot card, but also because you have the 6 of Pentacles as well. There's an equal exchange going on here in your life. There's a flow of energy. As you put energy in, you get energy out type of deal here. And the other thing about the Chariot card is it's a big message of self-discipline, okay? Being self-disciplined and really allowing that sort of virtue to be your guiding star. So I definitely like to see that for you. Now, in the past, you do have this interesting energy of being guided with the Moon and the 6 of Swords. The Moon is about something that is shady. It's about something, and I don't mean that in like somebody who's like withholding information from you, or like I don't mean that in like somebody being sketchy or whatever. It's like something that would be hard to see. It's something that's unclear. It's something that's murky. It's murky waters. It's potentially something that is not as it appears. It can be a card of deception. But the thing about the Moon is the Moon represents something that's temporary. Because if you think about it, like the phases of the Moon kind of come in and come out very quickly. The Moon only stays in one place for so long. And it's a fast-moving, Moon is not a planet, but it's a fast-moving entity. And the thing is that this is about you going somewhere new, okay? Going somewhere new in your life. The 6 of Swords is about you going somewhere new. And so that's kind of what I'm saying here. Sorry, I kind of got lost in my train of thought there. because the moon is not a planet, and that kind of just kind of threw me off guard. But let's get back on track here. So there was something that was unclear. There was something that was unclear with the moon, and the Six of Swords is you kind of being guided. It's kind of going through a transition to somewhere new. It's getting in, this family here is getting in their boat, and they don't know where they're going yet, but they know they're going somewhere. They're going through a rite of passage or a transition. And again, it's this idea of kind of being guided, kind of sailing through the murky waters or sailing through the choppy waters, especially murky waters in this case with the moon, and going to kind of waters. This is of course a metaphor, kind of going into waters that are much more calm or calmer. And you could say that you're going into a stage of your life that is a lot more stable, that's calmer than where you were before. In the future, you have the Six of Pentacles as well as the Ace of Pentacles here. The Six of Pentacles is all about giving and receiving. You can see that there's inflow, outflow here going on. This person's giving pentacles away, but there is inflow as well. So there's outflow in that they are giving pentacles away, but there's also this scale here which says that there's inflow, because as you give, you receive. There's this kind of karmic balance in the universe, and it's not always about karmic. It's not always about it's not always about monetary giving. This Six of Pentacles can say that maybe you're giving your time, maybe you're giving your energy or resources to somebody. Maybe you've really delivered some sort of healing information to somebody, and that has really helped them. And as a result, you will get healing information back in some way. The thing is, though, you have it with the Ace of Pentacles, which is about planting a seed of abundance or planting some type of monetary seed. This could be making an investment, making a purchase, making a sale. This card comes forward when there's contracts, documents on the table, entering into new agreements, and so you could talk about buying a home, selling a home, something like that, or even an investment. But this can also just represent a new start in your material life, in your material realm. In other interpretations, you'll see crops here, in the grass. Crops indicate abundance in the tarot, and of course you must first start with a seed in order to get to see the crops grow. The Ace of Pentacles is the seed energy. It's a very nice card, and so with the Six of Pentacles, some of you may be there may be an opportunity for you to make more money in some way, because actually the Six of Pentacles I've seen come forward when people are ready to receive a job raise. The Three of Pentacles might be the recognition, and the Six of Pentacles is you actually getting the money, seeing the job raise. And this may lead to a new beginning. This could also be you making a very wise investment here in the future that really gives you this new beginning as well. Because again, with the Six of Pentacles, you're maybe putting money out to the world in some way. Let's go ahead and take a look at these clarifications. Now you're getting the Eight of Pentacles, you're getting the Seven of Swords, Nine of Wands, and the Devil card. So Sagittarius, maybe there is somebody who is shady. Remember how I said this Moon card is not somebody who's shady? Well, the Seven of Swords person is, okay? They literally are stealing. They're literally stealing swords here. You definitely don't love to see the Moon and the Seven of Swords, because both cards can indicate deception in some way. The thing that I'll say is, I do feel like maybe some of you have some demons or some shadows of the past here with this symbolism of the person in the chariot leaving the city. I feel like there's some part of your life or some aspect of your life that you're ready to leave behind in some ways. And I don't know why, some of you may really resonate with that. Is it possible that you were doing, you were just surrounding yourself with people who were doing shady things, or were just doing things that were not where you want to be now? That's possible. We all go through, struggles, and we all go through challenges, which is represented by the Devil card, which is why I'm saying that maybe some of you just got involved with something or someone that just isn't promoting your growth as a person anymore, because the Devil is a card of our shadow. So I do feel like maybe some of you are just ready for this transition. Ultimately, it's very good, because If this storyline is resonating with you, then what is going on is you are creating self-acceptance and you are creating self-recognition that where you are is not, or where you were is not where you wanted to be, and where you're going now is where you want to be. And so that is absolutely self-acceptance that you were doing something you didn't want to do, self-recognition that you need to go somewhere else. And that's what I feel like you're doing here at this time. And there could be a nice reward here with the Six of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles in the future. This is showing up in the future, so do keep that in mind. The Eight of Pentacles is you having a major talent in the tarot, and also good progress or good movement forward in some ways. The Nine of Wands is really a card of perseverance and not giving up. So let's go ahead and take a look at these 3 Kipper cards here and see what we have. So you got 4 of these Kipper cards. We normally only get 3, but 4 nonetheless. And this is interesting. So you have simultaneously, you have the most challenging card in the Thief, and you also have the best card in the Great Fortune. So this is a tale of 2 Sagittarius people here. This is a tale of 2 stories here. Warring factions in your mind or in your life here. And sometimes it's like push and pull type of energy here. And sometimes that is how it goes. So the Thief could be, there is absolutely something that is just off here with the Moon, the Seven of Swords, and the Thief card. Like that is energy of deception, somebody stealing, somebody like just something being off if they didn't actually steal something. With Great Fortune, it's like that's the opposite energy. It's abundance. It is really a positive change in luck and in fortune, and it's really the best card in the Kipper deck. So it's almost like some of you have gone through a challenge or a struggle, and you're now getting rewards on this idea that you've been able to sort of recognize what was going on and change and create self-acceptance. You have change and toil and labor. You're ready to work hard for something. And the thing is, the difference is this is work that you want to be doing for sure here in the future. Let's go ahead and let's get some additional messages. If you're enjoying this video so far, please do hit that like button and subscribe, as it really does help my channel grow in a big way. So you have the Two of Pentacles here, you have the Sun, and you have the Strength card. Pretty amazing. The Sun is the best card to find in the tarot from my perspective. It's total victory, joy, success, abundance. If you really want like a confidence boost, go ahead and take a look at, just look up the definition of the Sun card in tarot, right? Type in the Sun tarot in YouTube, because it's like really an incredible energy to find in a reading. And this to me suggests that, while the clouds have been kind of prevalent in the background, the storm has been brewing in the background, in the future, the sun is coming out very bright, in a very bright way for you here. And the sun will be the prominent energy in the future for you, with the Chariot, the sun lining up, and then this idea of the Six of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles showing up. So there's definitely something very positive here. There's been something, someone, or something that has been off, okay, or just not right. Some of you there might have been a situation where somebody stole something from you. I don't know what's going on, or just like you were giving your energy to someone that it was not, the reciprocation was not there. There's just something that was going on with the Moon, the Seven of Swords, Six of Swords, the Thief, you transitioning away from that. And then especially because the Two of Pentacles energy here, you can see the choppy waters in the background, right? I mean, this is change that has happened here in the past. You can see the boats going up and down. There's just been some challenges here that you've had to navigate in your life, but it wasn't for nothing, because you're definitely getting something much more positive here as a result. The Strength card is your ability to tap within yourself, tap into yourself and go deep within yourself and get an outcome, get a positive outcome and kind of overcome some sort of obstacle. You have the Fool and the Ace of Swords. Well, that's like a I don't know, like a massive confirmation that there's a new beginning showing up here, because you have double aces and you have the Fool. The Fool is like all 4 aces in one card, and then you also have 2 aces. So there is, I mean, plus this idea of a transition here with the 6 of Swords in the past. There's absolutely something coming forward for you here, Sagittarius. That feels very, very good for you. The Ace of Swords is a card of breakthroughs. It's the clouds clearing. We've been talking about the clouds in a metaphorical way. It's the clouds clearing in the background, making way for something new in your life. It's a big success, a big victory, especially with the influence of the sun here. The Fool, powerful new beginning. It starts off everything in the tarot. It's also maybe somebody was foolish or took you for a fool or something like this here, so to speak, in the past. But you're getting the last laugh, I would say. At the top of the pyramid, you have the Page of Swords. Could have been an air sign. This could have been somebody who was like challenging, who has like, they communicate in a very aggressive way. The Page of Swords is also potentially somebody who is high intellect. I want to get a clarification here. With the 7 of Wands, you've had to set a boundary with somebody. You've had to set a boundary with somebody, or you will have to set a boundary with somebody here. And the thing is, the Page of Swords could be disappointing news, but I think it's you delivering the disappointing news. Here's the thing about boundaries. Once you set a boundary, it's up to the other person to do what they need to do with that information. And you need to just trust that they're an adult and they can deal with their emotions. And yeah. On the bottom, you have the 4 of Swords. This is rest, recovery, recuperation, healing, praying, and reflecting as well. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I will see you in the next reading.